Hey, I don't know if the camera's over here, over there, right here, or right here. No, heaven straight over me. I don't know where the fuck I'm looking. Heaven straight over me. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. No, heaven straight over me. Today is currently February 15th, 2026. You know, my content, everybody, that's okay. You know, loving yourself is not a crime, and you know, never allow someone to dim your light when it comes to authenticity. Hey, always be yourself. Today is currently February 15th, 2026. I am my biggest cheerleader, regardless of praying to my downfall, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. I truly hope all is well in your end, and I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself because someone did not love you, respect you, or protect you, or little meet you halfway. You matter and you are worthy. No, Evan, straight up, I don't like this camera. No, for real, I don't know if I'm looking right here, right here. Is it on me? Hello? You ever mind you've been with the mind, you've been at the same purpose only? You ever been out in the open or whatever the case may be, like public? Here's a trait on me. A motherfucker would take a picture of you or record you, whatever the case may be, but the bitch forgot to get your good side. Hey, bitch! It's a trait on me. What the fuck? You all up in my face, bitch, trying to get what? My area code. It's a trait on me. When they calling my digits. It's a trait on me. A motherfucker would take a picture, you record you, all types of shit. But they forgot to say hi. No, I have to change on me. Cause at the end of the day, I'm acknowledge motherfucker. Bitch, I see you. No, for real, for real. I'm gonna look at you the motherfucking face too. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently February 15th, 2026. I am my biggest cheerleader. And I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. With no misintentions, I'm far from a hater. Loving yourself is not a crime. And I say that respectfully. It's not. Always be yourself with no misintentions. No, for always be yourself. Be yourself. Wow. You know, folks come in different shapes and sizes. Some don't come with a heart, only with a hold on 1 second. You had to recognize it. You had to understand that you wasn't trying to shortchange yourself when it come to your growth, or because someone that hex you because of their potential, or because they was their own issue where you understood self-reflection. Motivation is different. How God allows you to understand your whole intuition, healing trauma and pain wasn't confusing the next time and day. You know, when it comes to your vocabulary, when it comes to testimony that certain folks can relate to, hold on 1 second, was never competition. When you understood that you need validation to be your authentic self, regardless of parent to get downfall, they would never understand how you smile more. I'm my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. I would never stop showing up for myself, regardless who's praying to my downfall or who's disrespecting me. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. No, it was straight on me. I said what I said, goddamn. My content about okay. You ever mind with the mind your business or whatever the case may be? You ever came across someone that was taking a video or a picture and shit? Bitch, get my good side now. Hello? What the fuck you got going on? Hold on 1 second. Even straight on me. Let a bitch know at the end of the day. I woke up from point A to Z. Let me get my model and shit on. Hey! Far from that, bitch. A motherfucker will record you, take a picture of you. At the end of the day, then they make a narrative. Oh, that bitch big, man. No, I'm not, bitch. No, I'm not. Just get my good side, bitch. Just get my good side. Hello? You know, my conscience, everybody, and that's okay. You know, loving yourself is not a crime. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't love you, respect you, or protect you, or see your potential. You got individuals prone to your downfall. But self-love looks good on you. It straight on me. You know, I love to talk about love. And I do a little entertainment too. It's straight on me. You know, you entertain or whatever case me. You know, you can watch me, continue to disturb your own peace. But you know, you don't like me, can you keep it pushing? But to the genuine ones, I hope all is well in your end. I say that respectfully, yeah. I love to talk about love. Love is rare, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Wow. You know, that payday hits different. I'm not talking about your pockets. I'm talking about conversation on a different type of level when someone wasn't trying to discourage you, besides show you at the end of the day their potential. Act spoke loud and words was far from a fumble. Who would have knew that true love was not complicated when someone understood at the end of the day? I ain't trying to dim your light when it come to your motivation. Oh shit, hit the track on me. That shit different. It was far from lack of attention. It was far from lack of communication. Someone truly understood at the end of the day. You may come from two different backgrounds, but it was far from excuse when you knew how to love somebody besides hurt them with pain. You know when the devil, the enemy, is monitoring your every move because they don't want you to believe in LOV, that someone wasn't trying to use you, because you're going to have chicks and dudes in different tax brackets telling you that's not a good fit for you, but you understood your vocabulary when it came to comments and something that you didn't have to like. You didn't need a textbook, a witch, a warlock, or that tarot reader to tell you about love at the end of the day. You know when it comes to going within, understand the end of that motivation is different when you found your best friend. Oh shit! Oh Lord! The love of your life loves you. It's a shake though for me. You know, finally somebody walks into your life and they don't got time for bullshit, let alone do you. It's a trade off me. You know, you came in and found someone who was willing to participate, and it wasn't the hate train. No, for real. Because the motherfucker damn sure wasn't in competition with you. Someone that had to shortchange your mental health when it comes to disturbing your peace, when it comes to your future. So beautiful. You know, because when the right person walks into your life, they ain't got to do economy spells. They ain't got to do magic, witchcraft, whatever the spell work, love spells, or whatever the case may be, to get your time and day. Let's take of it. How someone becomes your peace. The energy is different. Imagine your vocabulary is different when it comes to your future, when it comes to maturing, acting your body weight, when it comes to growth. It was far from a hex. They would never understand your potential, how God works. You know, because when the right person walks into your life, they're your peace Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments. You know, they say opposites attract. But who would have knew that someone truly allows you to feel that confidence feels truly beautiful within you? No, for real, you handsome and beautiful. You know, when your past fumbled you, all the excuses, they couldn't meet you halfway. They try to paint you out to be the villain of their pain, but you understood time and day. You wasn't trying to get shortchanged when it comes to God's worth. We all don't pray the same, but who would have knew that someone could truly relate when it comes to someone truly show you unconditional love, loving you right the first time around? It was far from a game. That energy is different. You know, someone didn't have to play with sport to suck at your free will, let alone have their cake and eat it too, to truly keep it real. Because they only saw you to respect you. Wasn't wearing a mask when it came to someone's potential. Imagine someone praying for you, not against you. Regardless of the he say, she say, at the end of the day, you saw God work in mysterious ways. You know, that validation that you wasn't looking from the outside world, because the love of your life didn't have to pretend to love you. That energy is different. The love of your life, they was praying for your safety from point A to Z. You know, when the enemy tried to disturb your peace, they trying to pray you downfall when it comes to hex, but God's rejecting it for all the right direction when it comes to your faith. Hold on 1 second, that confidence is different. Because you understood that you was worthy. You found better days ahead when you least expected. Because you was willing to keep your head up to understand it was better days ahead. Only rest to hold on 1 second, you allowed yourself to heal, to still be patient with time and day. They would never understand your reflection. How true love allows you to see that you are worthy. Not ever checked on me. Not only you knew you was worthy, but for the right person to walk into your life and all those cups that you fulfilled in the past. Damn. The mind games. The tricks, the spirits, at the end of the day. Someone truly show you need validation to be authentic. Someone's trying to project insecurities on you. How you found the right person to actually love you. The person that actually tells you right from wrong. Like, don't go through that door. Leave that person alone. It's the train of thought for me. How we all don't operate the same when it comes to someone walking inside life. At the end of the day, wasn't trying to mislead us wrong. Because the past shows you mind manipulation games. Showing you at the end of the day that you're not worthy of your time and day. You know, because when you come across individuals, you'd be surprised. They would try to trick you out your mindset when it comes to being comfortable in your own skin. But when you got the right person that walks into your life, they show you why you changed your life for all the right reasons. That rejection was a protection because you asked for God to allow you to see that. Hold on 1 second. Am I bugging when it comes to my intuition? How someone can see me to bring the best out of me. And only rest to hold on 1 second. You was willing to change your ways. Not ever. Straight though, me. The damn show wasn't pain. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. Entertainment purposes only. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect. We're currently 10 minutes into this video, and it's currently one person watching right now. I'm far from a hater. It's currently February 15th, 2026. Always be yourself with no misintentions. Entertainment purposes only.
Now, Edward, right on me.
You're the mind, you've been with the mind of your business or whatever the case may be. You accidentally fell asleep at your family house.
Fuck, I wasn't thinking about my own fucking bed. What the fuck?
No, it's a drink on me. When you already had plans to go see Bay, or you had plans to get in your own fucking bed,
It's a drink on me. How the fuck did you give somebody else pillows a motherfucking head, bitch? What the fuck? You cheated on your bed and your pillows.
It's a drink on me. You over fucking sleep at someone else's fucking house. You put a name in your book if it's associate friend. You put a name in your motherfucking book. Only realize you wake up at the day, you ain't even in the comfort of your own fucking home now. You ready to take a little drink, smoke a little smoke, or whatever the case may be. Put your little feet up, or whatever the case may be. And you gotta reserve. You gotta be mindful and shit. So you decide to go smoke. Your cousin, stupid ass, foolish ass, jackass, got the audacity to want to curse you the fuck out. Bitch, it's only 2 o'clock in the morning. You asleep, bitch. Have a nice night. Fuck you too, bitch. I don't give a fuck about me out. Auntie! You're not one of the children too.
It's a drink over me.
This fool decides want to fucking curse you out, whatever the case may be. You mean to tell me you wasn't gonna wake me up so we can have a cipher?
If you don't take your bad mouth to sleep, bitch, I said what the fuck I said. What the fuck you got going on?
First of all, it's like you was in your 4th dream. And one thing I don't do is bother someone when they're in their sleep.
Are you fucking dumb or stupid? Because if you fucking with me in my sleep, bitch, we gonna have a fucking problem.
No, the drink don't be. This motherfucker gonna say, you know what? I thought you was my favorite cousin. I thought you was my buddy, my pal.
I guess not, bitch, if you want to take it that far, stupid bitch.
And the drink don't me. A motherfucker will make you feel wrong because you didn't wake them up. You ever order some food and try to wake somebody up in between? So you decide to say, you know what? I really don't know what they eat like that, but I'm going to order them something. I don't want to get the wrong thing because, you waste the money if they're not going to eat it or whatever the case may be. But somebody going to eat this shit today.
No, the check on me.
You ever went to that one family member house or whatever the case may be, and he was fucking starving, you want shit in their house.
No, the tray on me when you know.
So you decide to order some motherfucking food or whatever the case may be. Do your little 1s and 2s on the fucking phone. I need a delivery. Only realize your family at the end of the day decide to wake up while you're in the middle of, playing with your toes and kicking them up and shit and eating your good old food, watching TV while the TV relax your mind.
Hello, it's the tray over me.
So you mean to tell me you wasn't going to get what you get? I can't have what you eating?
It went straight over me. Oh my God, I got you something. Why you fucking beefing for? Every time I come around you, some bullshit with your stupid ass.
No, the trade over me. This motherfucker gonna say, I wouldn't do that to you. Matter of fact, I don't know what you would do to me.
No, it's a trade over me. Now I don't want to fucking think about it.
Matter of fact, I wasn't selfish. I actually ordered you something and thought about you, and I got you something to drink. And it wasn't part of the meal.
Hello, evidently I love you some motherfucking way, but you know what?
I remember that shit next time, bitch. No, for real. A motherfucker will make you feel wrong for showing up for them, too. Yeah.
Let's take over me.
I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently February 15th, 2026. I would never hurt myself regardless of threat in my life or who's praying on my downfall. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions.
Let's take over me. Pay some respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. All you think is never know and listen to this. Hi to the genuine ones. Hi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday self-love every day. Tuesday self-control every day. Wednesday motivation every day. Thursday choose yourself when they overlook you. Friday you mad and you're worthy. Saturday, far from the hater, we ain't the same. Neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. Sunday, never give up on yourself when you honestly the blessing. They try to direct you that you the curse, but you understand the light within you. Faith, I got hope within. I'm far from the hater. Authenticity, love yourself. Only for yourself and no malicious intentions. You are beautiful, you are handsome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Never give up on yourself. No, for real. It's a new day. Love yourself. You are my sunshine. You are a blessing. Never let a hater discover you. Love yourself. No, for real. Domestic violence, hate crime, discrimination, gang stalk awareness, domestic violence, discrimination, racism. You put a name in your book. It's really real until it's your household. Gang stalking is really real. Individual monitor your day-to-day activities from the time that you go from point A to Z. They will clone your devices, monitor your everyday activities. They even control your day-to-day activities on your devices to try to, psych you at your free will like you crazy. Oh, you delusional. You saw what you saw. They even change the settings. What's wrong with these folks? No, for real. They hack your devices. Your mail, your packages, they reroute it and stuff like that. They even act like you received it when you never did. These individuals would even act like they know you when they don't. No, this type of stuff actually happens. So always protect yourself. Even when it comes to domestic violence, not everybody's supposed to be part of your journey. But never get discouraged or lose faith with loving yourself to better days ahead. Humanity, you're worthy. When it comes to me and Naya's creativity, we work alone and we always have since day one. No, for real. We on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. Only be yourself with no malicious intentions. It's going to be individuals because you decide to step out on faith. They're going to want to try to hex your life or send you spell work or do come to me spells or hack your devices or wear stuff or, people from your past trying to keep up with your everyday activities. Like, you just overcame that domestic violence situation, that hate crime, that gang stalking awareness, or you're even dealing with it today. You'll be surprised who's actually watching you within watching you as a monitoring spirit. So always protect your energy and protecting your family and stay out of trouble. No, for real. I don't wish gang stalking on anybody, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, because individuals will make you feel at the end of the day that you're all alone. But we all don't pray the same. Even when they try to play God in your life, faith hits different. These individuals will try to project homelessness on you. They will try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. They will even try to make you feel that you're not worthy of loving yourself. No, for real. They'll even dig up your past or whatever the case may be. Stuff that you took accountability for when they got skeletons in their own closet. They would pay individuals that's having hardship times, or they would just pay people just to find out who you are, or, or just monitor your everyday activities. But this type of stuff happens. Still being under a little weather, but getting together. Always be yourself with no decisions. Gotta go. Stop the violence.
I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. Practice makes perfect. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Entertainment purposes only. It's currently February 15, 2026, and we're 18 minutes into this video. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. Entertainment purposes only.
Now, ever straight off me, goddammit. You've been minding your business with the mind of your business. No, ever straight off of me. You've been one of those conversations when you came across your family or your associates. You put a name in your book. You don't know what the fuck they got going on in their household or whatever the case may be. A conversation that you didn't participate for. No, ever straight off me, bitch. It was really one-sided. When you out with the peoples or whatever the case may be, you decide to buy a motherfucking flower or two. If the motherfucking trade throw me, it was just throw it that motherfucking count. How special you are to me. No, ever trade throw me. Someone in the corner getting cursed out over some motherfucking bouquets. Ooh. Mind you, we went into the motherfucking shop, mind our motherfucking business at the end of the day. First of all, we didn't even see the motherfucker slam the door in the bitch face. Oh, looking at the next bitch. Oh, why would you do such a thing, stupid? You should have been buying multiple flowers. Hello, it's the thought process of me. Follow instructions, you big dummy. No, for real. This dummy trying to get out what they put themselves into.
Even a therapist ain't gonna know what to do with you.
No, it's the trait on me because you stupid and dumb. It's the trait on you goddamn fool.
My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. You know, your defense, my defense, is two different types of claims. Why you hating, projecting a hex? Hold on 1 second. I'm over here thanking God for glory for another day. We ain't on the same page. You dissed me because I understood self-respect. Boundaries is different when it comes to my intuition. We wasn't on the same page because I tied my shoe different. But I knew how to respect my neighbor. We're going through a spiritual warfare at the end of the day. I ain't got no hate and animosity when it comes to your reflection. Just stay in your lane. How chicks and dudes will try to antagonize you, trying to strip you from your self-control, all because you knew how to love you, to count on you, regardless you came from poverty and pain. Chicks and dudes don't like the fact when you start to get yourself together, they try to ruin your weather when it comes to motivation. But hold on 1 second, you was far from slow. Hold on 1 second when it comes to being clever. You understood FAITH is different, having hope, but then they would never understand that we didn't have to pray the same, but I understood God's plan when it comes to God's intuition, how better days was ahead. I wasn't praying on my downfall. I asked God to reveal the devil or the enemy when I'm actually understanding these different types of level when it comes to motivation at the end of the day. Regardless was praying on my downfall, you know, distress, depression, anxiety, PTSD. I understood self-love is different when it comes to, hold on 1 second, we ain't got to be equal, but I was far from competing with my neighbor at the end of the day, regardless of all the hate and animosity, regardless of keeping poverty and pain. It be the train of thought for me to come to tax bracket. How you be so surprised how chicks and dudes would have to tell so many lies. They got their own skeletons in their closet, but they so worried about how you actually malfunction at the end of the day when it comes to overcoming a spill work attacks at the end of the day. They doing company spells, but God was showing at the end of the day you ain't living in fear. How they trying to antagonize you, trying to strip you from yourself, but you wasn't trying to hurt yourself with your vocabulary when it comes to better days ahead. The energy is different. You know, you've been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view going into your adulthood. It was far from a mistake when you understood God's worth. Didn't have to sell your soul to the devil. They would never understand how God works. It be chicks and dudes talking about their God all day long, but we don't pray the same. And I'm far from competing. I was never hating. It be the sin of thought for me because God was never for life. If he's a clout chasing no fame, they would never understand that. Hold on 1 second. God allowed me to fix my crown today. Another day. Another day. Another day. Another day. You know, it be chicks and dudes talking about I would never take, hold on 1 second, advice from you. Don't you have the mindset at the end of the day that's so whack? Your IQ so low, but hold on 1 second, that was truly whack. You dissing me, trying to disrespect me, talking about EBT and this and that or whatever the case may be. Talking about what I overcame, willing to understand the just the end of the day, better days ahead. How chicks and dudes apply on poverty, on your life, all because you don't sing the same. How your heart is actually flowing when it comes to growth. That was God's claim. They would never understand that hex that they projected on you. God allowed you to see why you understood pain. God allowed you to see that testimony is different. You never gave up another day. They would never understand that your heavenly mother, Father God, never removed their hands off the well. They was trying to antagonize you, laughing at your pain. It didn't matter. They tax bracket. You've been dealing with this type of mindset since a child point of view. It be chicks and dudes swearing that you talking about like a bad habit. But hold on 1 second. We wasn't the same, folks, but I was truly woke. It be the train of thought for me. How when you could read a room, they said that you disrespectful. You need to stay in your lane, but you was far from pretending being a truth teller. They would never understand. I would think it wasn't the same. You know, they pick and choose who they want to bully. They pick and choose who could talk about certain topics till it gets to that mother or father baby at the end of the day, or the one who they say they ain't got no family. That hold on 1 second, ain't nobody gonna respect you. But that intuition is different because someone truly loves that innocent baby. Regardless to the hold on 1 second, the rejection when it comes to certain doors, it was so many days that they almost overlooked themselves love, but they found the Lord. That energy is different. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Far from pretending, being authentic. You're going to have chicks and dudes laughing at you, talking about they're going to strip everything from you, all because you understood that you was far from the fool. You know, you didn't have to do magic, spell work, worship the devil on, be on that type of level. All you had to do was put it in God's hand. You ain't have to play with voodoo, witchcraft, or whatever the case may be, that toxic plan. When it comes to spirituality, they would never understand that you continue to call your energy back when they said that you was whack and God don't love you, or because they the ones controlling the narrative, talking about where your God at now when they trying to confuse you, but you understood why you was stepping because your energy is different. Hold on 1 second, your third eye, so you allow me to feel that. Hold on 1 second. You ain't have to pretend.
No, Evan, shake me. Always be yourself.
Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Like, haunting is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. It was far from stagnant. You just had to think when it come to, hold on 1 second, I wasn't trying to relapse. When it comes to the devil plan, how they was wishing bad on me, all because I understood the even exchange, far from a joke when I'm truly woke. They would never understand that glory to God is different. Because you praying, you didn't have to play at the end of the day. When it come to God showing at the end of the day, you didn't have to worship the devil. You understood, hold on 1 second, that receiver that day, choosing your blessing was your reflection. They would never understand that claim is different. They would never understand your intuition. You was far from on the defense side because God's protection is different when it comes to, hold on 1 second, God was protecting you this whole entire time. You've been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view. They would never understand how you truly step it when it comes to your strength. Hold on 1 second, even when they try to antagonize you. It's going to be chicks and dudes. They going to give you respect. They don't put flowers on your name at the end of the day, but God was showing your reflection. The strength that God endured within you, that self-love is different when they would never understand how God was shaking. God was shaking the room for all the right directions. Even when chicks and dudes was praying on your downfall, they would never understand, regardless of what community, zip code, county, country you in. At the end of the day, you're going to always choose you to understand your reflection, that you are worthy, regardless who not cheering for you, your biggest cheerleader. Yeah, that's a big flex at the end of the day, because that's God stepping for you, showing you at the end of the day that God flex is different when you have to worship the devil. Hold on 1 second, a little pretend being authentic.
No, Evan, shake me.
Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. There's no third party involved, and I say that respectfully. You know that mother and father that answer the phone? The first thing they say is, yes, how can I help you? A mother and father should never be greeted that they have to go visit their child at the morgue, or they got to go identify their child. It was never a script, but it was part of someone's intentions, trying to rob somebody's baby. Didn't matter how old they are when it comes to time and day, and I say that respectfully. Our mother's a prayer warrior. A father's a true stepper when it comes to being a soldier, mentally strong. You know, they was labeled him a number, but he changed his life around for all the right reasons. Only as to, hold on 1 second, he was far from gone, being so strong, holding it down for a household, regardless of his divide or not. A man that shows up good days, bad days, even willing to accept his absence at the end of the day. You know, those apologies is different. It was never for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. Because when a real man walks into your life, and I say that respectfully, hold on 1 second, it was more just than a dad. It was more than just a father. It was God allowing that baby to see, regardless of how old he is, at the end of the day, he was allowed to love himself. Hold on 1 second, it was never no in between. Maybe he didn't know how to love, but he found ways to love at the end of the day because his children brought him, hold on 1 second, balance to his heart when the world was against him. That energy is different. So protection, hold on 1 second, at any cost, right to left. And I don't mean no disrespect because he's not trying to hurt someone's household. And that's time and day when it comes to respect. But that energy is so different. You bothering an innocent child. You know, because people from their past, people that are not even associated with, like a stranger, how someone would try to rob somebody's baby because someone wanted to get their life together. Someone doesn't want someone to have happiness within, let alone no in between. That energy is different when a father steps in. Because this type of stuff actually happens. When someone moves on with their life to do better for themselves, it's someone from their past that's monitoring someone's everyday activities to try to rob somebody mentally, spiritually, financially, or even try to project a hex on someone's life so they don't prosper in life. No mother or father is deserving of that phone call to be stripped of their child, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Or because someone doesn't want someone to smile more. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. A mother and father that shows up good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days, or that guardian, they wasn't doing it for likes and views or clouds of fame. And it was far from a script when it comes to they loving their child. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father. Who do I call? 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 That conversation when nobody hears you. Or because someone decided to go into your household and make it divided. Only have to hold on 1 second. Your complaint actually was never your issue. Someone decided to strip your baby from you. A mother and fathers who are stand-up parents, a provider, a protector, a prayer warrior. They didn't say that they was their child friend. They allowed their child to know that they had a safe place. Who would have knew that someone didn't want a mother and father to balance a smile, all because they wanted to kick a mother and father down? That mother and father wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. Let alone was never a script. When they actually was participating, trying to get their baby back, but they was already labeled that they dysfunctional, mentally unstable, so useful. How individuals try to rob them from their growth, or because someone said that they was weak, far from gone. They was far from gone. They was just talking to all the wrong people, pouring into all the wrong cups. And they still praying for their baby's safety every single day. Or because someone decided to wanted to make a mother and father jealous, make a mother and father feel that they depressed, anxiety, PTSD supposed to be kicking in, or make a child feel like they're not loved or they're not wanted. Who wants to live in that mindset? Because that depression is not a piece of cake, and I say that respectfully. It's folks that get diabetes, that get sick, overweight. They barely know if they coming or going when they trying to change their weight. I may not make sense to the average person, but just like that, when the mother and father is stripped from their child, you don't understand the unbalance of being sick emotionally. The distress is real. Ain't nobody hearing them besides God to keep it real. Because when the right person walks into your life, they ain't trying to strip you from your mental health. They ain't trying to blackmail you, to disrespect you. They actually want you to be woke so you can be mentally stable to have that conversation with your child and let them know at the end of the day they're safe now. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Diabetes is real. It's disgusting to see how someone will prey on someone to get sick because they don't want someone to prosper in life. You're trying to figure out, you're going to the doctor, why one doctor's saying one thing and the next doctor's saying something totally different, but then God is saying something else. I'm healing you today. They pick and choose who could talk about God, the spirituality, narcotics, violence, the devil, or the enemy. I would never stop showing up for myself regardless of praying to my downfall. I am my biggest cheerleader. Regardless if you're a content creator or not, or entrepreneur, never allow someone's projection allow you to feel like you're not worthy of showing up for yourself. Never allow someone's insecurity, jealousy, or envy, or their one-sided conversation distract you from choosing your reflection. And I say that respectfully. Because when you believe in faith and you don't run from your past and you don't take accountability for your actions, that energy is different. It was never for cloud, likes, and views because you're still doing the inner healing. And the healing process is never over because you decide to choose yourself to understand either to heal your childhood trauma going into your adulthood. But your voice does matter. And I say that respectfully. And I actually hope that you become successful. And never allow someone to discourage you from your vision because you're willing to choose you, regardless if you have emotional support or not at the end of the day, or if you got people around you or not at the end of the day. Never stop showing up for you. And never allow someone to stop your authenticity because they're disrespecting you or threatening your life or projecting a hate crime towards you or hexing your life and telling you at the end of the day you ain't gonna go far in life because they're able to control the narrative behind the scenes because certain individuals are hackers or some people don't work in certain departments or some people know this person, know that person, because this type of stuff actually happens. Just like when you on a job site or whatever the case may be. You got someone that doesn't like the fact that you just started the job and you got more skills than them and you didn't have to go to that class or go to college for certain things in their day because someone saw something in you and they poured into you. And you got folks that been on the job for years at a time and it's like, why you didn't pick me? But that had nothing to do with you because as the day continue to goes, you still show emotional support towards your peers around you, regardless of what level they are on at that job site or what level they are on, regardless if it's that friend or family member in the day that you never looked at like competition, that you was never trying to outdo. You know, my content is not for everyone. It's not. And I say that respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Loving yourself is not a crime. I love to talk about love.
Now, Ella, Jacob, only be yourself. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, hope is different. You got so many yeses when you understood that your reflection is different. You know, your past dissed you. Your past didn't know how to meet you halfway. But who would have knew your future wouldn't be that issue? Because your authenticity brought the best out of somebody. They couldn't wait to pick up the phone and say at the end of the day, I love my baby.
I got somebody. No, for reference.
You know, because you still give someone butterflies like when I first started talking. Bringing someone's equal, that piece has different. Who would have knew that someone truly allowed you to say that your understanding thinking is different? You finally got someone that sees you, hears you, respects you. They wasn't trying to hurt you. Hold on one second. Cause you, confuse you when it come to motivation. They ain't have to do spell work to get your time and day. They ain't have to go to that wish, that warlock, or that tarot reader when it comes to, hold on one second, valuing your time and day. You know, you actually learned somebody in the most healthiest way. You actually sat there and actually wanted to grow with somebody. Only realize you gained the love of best friend, a business partner, and everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Someone's trying to have their cake and eat it too. Y'all was on the same page. Walking into the right person's arms became a dream come true because someone's still praying for you today. Who would have knew that someone was praying for you as well as you was praying for them? Only because the hold on one second, divine timing actually is different. You know that conversation that you was having with old boy or old girl? When they said at the end of the day you would never find that type of love, old girl? Only to find out someone became your peace, your equal. Who would have knew having stress issue wasn't part of you when it comes to your future? Because God was sweet protecting you. How you found the right person to walk into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, wow. That energy is different. Someone wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. It was far from a script, but someone truly knew how to participate and love you. It was far from a fumble because your past living your reality today with a future. Someone so you actually spoke loud in words. Who would have knew? Someone pointing to you.
Now, Ella, Jacob, y'all on the same page.
How you gain the love of a best friend, a business partner, your biggest cheerleader cheering you on up close and personal and behind closed doors. That is different. I would never hurt myself when I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. It was never no third party when it comes to my creativity from when I first started on any platform. And I say that respectfully. I would never give up on myself regardless of praying in my downfall or who's disrespecting me or who's threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. And loving yourself is not a crime. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, protect your energy, protecting your family, stay out of trouble. You matter and you are worthy. You know, continue to call your energy back, and I say that respectfully.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's because moments that energy is different. Hold on one second.
You called your energy back with no negative energy. That power is different when it comes to your intuition. They try to dim your light because they want to energy harvest off God's potential. When it comes to, hold on one second, you was far from the issue. When they said that you needed a tissue because they was praying on your downfall. Only was, hold on one second, God was allowing you to smile more. You continue to call your energy back. Authenticity started within. Far from a copycat. They would never understand God's protection is different. You've been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view. It was never no hating going into your adulthood when it comes to your boundaries. Growth is different. You're going to have chicks and dudes plotting on your downfall, but never dim your light when it comes to smiling more. You know, my content is not for everyone. Continue to call your energy back. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. And I say that respectfully. Domestic violence, gang stalking, um, discrimination, racism, hate crime, violence is real until it's your household. And you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. We live in a spiritual world where individuals don't even have to know you to try to hex your life or do come to me spells or try to project magic towards you or, make you feel at the end of the day that you're not worthy of choosing yourself because they want you to have the monster living in fear. They would do love spells on you to take out your free will. Always protect your energy, and I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I would never hurt myself, regardless who's threatening my life or who's disrespecting me. And I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I post on multiple platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. But I definitely go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. When it comes to my creativities, I work alone. I always have since day one. Never allow a man or a woman to disrespect you because they decided to get kindness or weakness and they said that nobody will ever hear you, believe you, or respect you because they was able to control the narrative or they said they will be able to control the narrative. So individuals will look at you at the end of the day that you're mentally unstable, you crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded, and you're not worthy. But never give up on yourself because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no misintentions. I don't push God on nobody. That's why I say my content is not for everyone.
Not ever. Straight up. It's not straight up me. It's not for referral.
Because when God sends the right person to your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. It was never competition. That motivation is different. They wasn't trying to blackmail you to hold on 1 second, put you in competition when it came to hating. They actually was acting their body weight when it comes to maturing. They know how it feels for folks not to respect them, let alone not to see their intuition, let alone hear them. They know what fake love looks like from far away. But when they came into your life actually changed. So I'm praying for not against you. Because we ain't not flipping, they keep it pushing. Hold on 1 second, they ain't trying to make you the issue. Someone praying for you, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days. It was never no in between when they come to God's child at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully because when God makes a way, God gonna show up the day. And I say that respectfully. You put a name in your book when it comes to your chapter, when you got the right folks around you with no malicious intention. Hold on 1 second, they just want you to smile. Because when the right people walk into your life, they just want you to get better with time and day. When they saw you, when they met you. It just got better when it comes to even exchange conversation. I could communicate with folks that truly for me when they fall from hating. It be the center thought for me. You ain't got folks praying on your downfall because they want you to actually elevate the blossom more. The energy is different. I'm not your genuine love, respect, and I'm far from a hater. I would never hurt myself regardless of threat in my life or who's praying in my downfall. To the genuine ones, when you know how to take accountability for your actions, you know from your past, never give up on yourself, and especially when someone's trying to project you and they got their own skeletons in their closet, whatever the case may be, never give up on yourself. Continue to call your energy back.
No negative energy.
We all don't pray to the same God or whatever the case may be.
But I don't fall from a hater. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, what the fuck you got going on, motherfucker. I said what the fuck I said.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and regardless of watching or not, I am my biggest cheerleader. And regardless of praying in my downfall, I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Individuals will laugh at your thought that come out your mouth, but they see potential within you. But they will never put respect on your name. They will turn out to be people gang stalking you, people trying to ruin your life, people making you feel like you gotta live in fear, all because of the fact that you decided to step out on faith and you believed in hope, and God didn't make a mistake. God allows you to see at the end of the day, you are worthy. You are strong. Understand your reflection. Never allow someone to dim your light because your intuition was allowing you to think different.
Not ever. I gotta go.
Peace and respect, name of the Lord. Stop the violence. Misunderstood and judged by you. Far from my head to stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you. Far from my head to stop the violence in the community. I never knew it was a crime to pray out loud. Not trying to hurt myself or my peers around. I know how to respect my neighbor. I ain't have malicious intentions when it come to praying, but I was just protecting my thinking. That energy is different when folks try to, kick you down All because you've been down at the end of the day. You know those chapters in your life, but you found peace. Participate. Hold on one second. Not to overlook yourself because you understood thinking differently. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. You matter and you are worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself, regardless of praying to my downfall or who's threatening my life. Today is currently February 15, 2026, and it's currently 44 minutes into this video. Not ever trait of me, goddamn it. Only be yourself. It is currently 11 o'clock p.m. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I post throughout the day. I'm definitely go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. Gotta go. Stop the violence. No, for real. 45 minutes and 17 seconds to the video.